Hi, welcome back to Perspectives. We will continue our conversation with Nathalie and Parool on leadership. So in hiring and recruiting and people development, what do you think the keys are for organizations to help foster leadership and behaviors that foster leadership?
Well, I think coming back to the definition and the impact you need to have, I think empowering people that they can be a leader in their own team. They don't need to be the president of the company or the CEO of the company. They can be a leader, and recognizing that also, because when you recognize the positive in someone, then someone will do it even more, and they'll feel more confidence, and you will help develop also some of the skills, like you say, personable, authentic, walk the talk, all those things that you know, there's some of them that you can reinforce also. But I think leadership is within everywhere in the organization, and the top or the team need to let everyone know about that. It's not just about them and the focus. So I think this could help a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, leadership is not about a title.
No.
I've always believed it's all about an individual. Anybody can be a leader, whether it's with themselves in their own life or leading a huge organization. You know, for me, I think the biggest thing is self-awareness. Really being willing to go there with yourself, because it does ask a lot of you, and be willing to say, you know what, I'm not good at that, or I am good at that, and willing to say that, because if you can't own what you're not good at, you're never really going to learn to get better at it. So, and that really needs to be a big part of it, because if there's a lack of self-awareness, you can do all the training you want. And most people will think, well, I'm already good at it. I'm just here because they told me to be here. So you're really not going to get anywhere unless they actually can appreciate and integrate that I need to be here because I need to learn it. I am not as good as I think I am. So for me, self-awareness is a huge piece. That's the foundation of it, where a lot can come out of that. And it would be unique for every person, because every person has different skills and different strengths, and they bring something unique, because it's not a cookie-cutter leadership model either.
So do you think leaders are born with those qualities, or is it something that can be coached and trained, or is it situations that make leaders?
Can I say all the above?
That's what I was going to say.
Because I think, you know, nurture, nature, I think it's a combination of all of that, and how a person would take the learning to enrich their leadership style, or take the learning and it goes nowhere, or not take the learning and it goes nowhere.
Okay, so Nathalie, who would you describe as a shining example of a leader, and what are the qualities that...
Well, okay, I'll talk about someone that's still alive first, and then I'll talk about the dead. One of my previous senior vice president, I think there's one in particular, he was with our organization for many years, and everyone that knew him was saying, oh, that's the best leader ever. Like, it was constant. Everyone said that. And he left. And then I'll explain why he was an incredible leader. He left the company, went to a different company, and one day I'm at a course, and there's people from all kind of company, and we have to talk about the best leader we had. And two of us talked about
this
individual not knowing from different companies. So now he was in a different company and still have. What made him, for me, an incredible leader is, first, he was very personable. Like, it was easy to approach. It was, when he was talking to you, he was like focusing on you. There was no one else in the world. You remember what you told him to, and he met a lot of people. So I think that was one of the things. He was willing, in this case, of course, he had great ideas when he was putting plans. He made the right team. Like, he involved people and empowered people a lot. Like, that was incredible. But he was always able to show a human side also. So I remember he was doing like semi-annual meetings, and he was like dancing, and he was like doing all those craziness that you're like, oh my goodness, like you cannot do this, like this is like, and he was just doing it. So I think, like as you said, he had all the package. He had everything, personality, and also personality, and he was doing what he was saying.
So doing what he said he would do.
Yep.
High level of integrity.
Yeah.
Parool, do you?
Yeah, I'm just thinking of someone fairly recent. What I really, when I sat back and I look at his leadership style, it was a lot of what you said, Nat. A real earnest, you could feel he wanted to connect and really was listening. And that was a real priority. It's just to have, to be felt like you were heard in his presence.
Yeah.
Pretty powerful in terms of wanting to follow this leader. And two, pretty darn persistent in what needed to be done. Without, while still holding the individual accountable and responsible, and still holding them as a human being, and still caring for their opinion, and working towards, this is what needs to be done, and let's get this done together. So there was a balance of being tough and fair and very human, which
so it sounds like
really,
that's one of the
really
challenges of leadership. It is, it really takes a well-rounded person. They have to have the intellectual capability. They have to have the people skills and the connection with people in order to, and the integrity.
High level integrity. If I had to speak about this individual, really high level of integrity. And for me, that's what I respected the most.
Yeah.
And then the other things came afterwards. But I really, really respected the level of integrity.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break right now, and then we'll be right back, and we'll hear about some other leaders and your opinions of them, and we have a couple other questions.
Excellent.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.